G'day and welcome to another video. In today's lesson we're going to learn how to make this cute little love heart. The love heart is about 2 to 3 inches for the larger size. I use worsted weight yarn, which is equivalent to Australian 10 ply, but you can use any yarn that you like. So let's get started on the lesson. Our supplies are going to be some yarn of your choice. You're going to need a crochet hook that matches your yarn. If you look on the yarn label, it will tell you what size is recommended for the yarn. So you're also going to need a sewing needle, preferably with a big eye so it's easier to sew, and a pair of scissors. So to start off, we use a magic ring, and there's a few different ways to do magic rings, but I just wrap the yarn around my hand and take it off like so, and I'm still holding the ring. Put my hook through the ring, yarn over and pull through, and then make a chain 1. And what we need to do is work 12 single crochets into the centre of the ring. So going into the centre of the ring, I just like to hold mine so it doesn't move around. We're going to work 12 single crochets. The dog is laying next to me and you can probably hear him snoring. Okay, so all I do is just put a whole heap of single crochets in and then I count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 11. And so I need one more for 12. And with this project we are going to tighten the magic ring a little bit, but we don't want to tighten it all the way because we do need the centre hole later on. So as long as you can get your hook into the centre, that's fine. So just making sure you've got your 12 stitches. We're going to slip stitch to join, so we've just gone into the first single crochet with a slip stitch. We need to chain 3. Then we're going to work 4 double crochets into the same stitch. That's 3 and 4. So altogether we'll have 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets, now chain 3, because our chain 3 counts as our first double crochet. We want to skip a stitch and slip stitch into the next one. So I just pulled that around just to make sure that stitch there didn't disappear. So we're skipping this one and doing a slip stitch into the next one. Excuse me 1 minute. Bob. Wait. It's alright, just stop snoring. On with the video. Skip the next stitch, and we're going to work 5 double crochets into the next one. Poor thing, he just jumped up like he'd been electrocuted because I nudged him. Working 5 stitches all together, and now he's walking around like, what's going on, Mum? 3, 4 and 5. So this is the top of the love heart here. Excuse me. Into the next stitch we're going to work 2 half double crochets So that's 1 and 2. Into the next 5 stitches we're going to work 2 single crochets. So into the next 5 stitches we're going to work 2 single crochets. So that's the first one, 1, 2, into the second stitch, 1, 2, third stitch, 1, 2, fourth stitch, 1, 2, fifth stitch, 1 and 2, and in the next stitch we're going to work 2 half double crochets. 1, 2, and then we are going to join to the top of the chain 3. So we're getting both loops and then pulling to join. So what we want to do now is to do a chain 1 and single crochet into the same stitch. Now this might be a little bit hard, but it's just that little tiny hole there. Oops, single crochet, so go into the stitch, pull through. Into the next stitch we're going to work 2 single crochets, and we're going to do it over the next 4 stitches. So this is the first one. It's 1. There's 2 in the same stitch. 2 single crochets in the next one. 2 single crochets in this one. And 2 single crochets in that one. So basically what we're doing is putting 2 single crochets around the top of the love heart. Now this is where we need the center hole. What we're going to do is work a slip stitch all the way down in here, because we want the center of our love heart to make the dip that's in the middle. And you're going to work this stitch tight, so you're going to go into the middle, grab your yarn and hold your yarn really tight. And if you can see your stitch like you can mine, we are going to sort of pull the hook like that, pull down on the yarn, pull the hook up, pull down on the yarn, and we're going to just keep doing that till it gets really tight. And over the next 5 stitches, so it's the 5 stitches before where we did the double crochets, we want to work 2 single crochets in each. So that's 1, 2, next one, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. The next one we want to work 2. So this is what it's looking like. We can now pull the center tight. If you want to make this into a button, so if you had a button sewn onto something and you wanted to put this over the button, you would leave your hole as big as you need it for your button, really. But we don't in this project, so we're going to pull tight. And you'll need to squish it a little bit to make it go flat. We're going to work 1 single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So just 1 in each. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 2 single crochets in the next 3 stitches. So over the next 3 stitches we're going to work 2 single crochets. So that's 1. Back into the same stitch, work another single crochet. Into the next one we're going to work 2 single crochets. And in the next one 2 more single crochets. And then we're going to work 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches, and that should bring us back to where we join up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And I've just done a little happy dance there because I've filmed this video 3 times and 3 times I got it wrong. So ta-da! We got it right. Yay! So excited. Alrighty, so now we need to cut off our yarn. You could also work a slip stitch row. You may want to use a little stitch marker there. So for a slip stitch row around the outside, you go into each stitch and you just work a slip stitch like that. So that's completely up to you, but that's a little option you could use. Gives it a very slightly different look. Going to cut off our yarn. Oh, and if you're going to sew the whole of the outside onto a project, you're going to want to leave that tail quite long. But I don't have anything planned for this, so I'm just going to cut that short. And I'm going to make a chain 1 and pull through, and then pull out my yarn. Or sometimes people make a loop, grab the yarn and pull through. It's the same thing, you're just using a crochet hook to do one and not the other. So pull that nice and tight. We are going to find our needle. I have a needle with a really big eye. This isn't the one, but the ones with the bigger eyes are quite easy to thread, especially if you've got the thicker yarn. So going through the back of the stitches, we're just going to thread our yarn through. Oh, that would look really nice, like if you had white or something and did that slip stitch row in a different colour. I think that'd look really cool. So thank you for watching my videos. I really do appreciate it. I'd love to see your creations, so please share them on our Facebook page. We also have Ravelry, and I've also got an email address in the box below the video in the information where it says show more info. Under everybody's video, not just mine, always have a look down there because there's some important information that can be put in there. Links to patterns, like if this is a free pattern. I mean, all my patterns are free, but if I've written the pattern up for this one, the link will be in the box below. And that will show you where you can go and find the free pattern. And in most of my videos, there is information that is very helpful for you. So after you've sewn it in a few times, you're going to cut off your yarn. So please subscribe to my videos, as there will be plenty more to come. I try and make one a week, so that you've got something interesting and new to work on. And you will need to squash it down just a little bit, just to make it lay flat. Pull down the point of the love heart. And I think that looks really cute. And now, because I've had to make the video so many times, aha, I have 4 love hearts. At least that wasn't a waste. So, thanks for watching, guys, and until next time, we love you and happy crochet.